see before me? The handle toward my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. A short way into the monologue, an unwelcome visitor appeared in the form of a wasp. Terrified by them from infancy, I became immediately agitated, shuffling around the small would-be stage, my eyes darting wildly in search of my irksome, buzzing nemesis, yet still continuing apace with the lines. It is the bloody business which informs us to mine eyes. The wasp was intent on upstaging me, something which I always detested, and I felt compelled to, well, you know, whack it, or shoo it away with my arms. Thus, wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. How embarrassing. Although I have in recent years seen people dance like this, particularly at weddings. Anyway, that's all nonsense. I came to the end of my speech, and suddenly, right at the very end, my Vespic insurgent made its timely exit, and I felt myself able to stand still and wait. I could hear a couple of the other auditionees giggling in the vestry, and I was on the verge of feeling disconsolate, and not a small amount embarrassed, when the three grown-ups broke into applause at the rear of the house. The lady stood up and in a very commanding voice said, "Take a bow, young man." Well, I gingerly complied, and then I was beckoned by Father Rooney, who shook my hand as I walked up to him, saying, "Well done, Master Ganch. You've quite surprised us." Choir Master Thomas was also looking impressed and introduced the lady who was his cousin. "This is Mrs. Cornwallis West," he said, and she put her hand on my shoulder and said, "Young man, you have tremendous energy. I really believed your fear and your uncertainty. It turns out that my convincing performance had all been down to the bloody wasp." She went on, "Toward the end of your speech, your use of the imaginary dagger was most creative. The way that you slashed at the air was very clever and showed how neurotic the character had become and how violent. It's a tour de force. I'll be sure to come and see you." Yes, I got the part. And that, rather ominously, is how it all began. And here I am, almost exactly 70 years later.